Alex, you tramp, Patty. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Here we go. Season 3, episode 16. If loving you is wrong. Alex, girl, you are playing with fire. Child, I sat up here and I watched Alex for, 17 minutes or so? Literally sit and aggravate the shit out of Randall. She went on and on and on. Them two, they met up out front of the house. She sent her kids on in the house, and him and her got to going at it, baby. She got to telling him about how good the dick was and how she just can't wait. You know, sometimes she lay up in the bed and she sits and she thinks about it and she gets all hot and bothered. She said, and then you want to know what I do? Right when I just can't take no more, I pick up the phone and I call Lucian. I said, Lord have mercy. He's standing up there and she told him all the looks and that. You talking about the baby looks like you and all that? No, the baby looks like Lucian. I was fucking Lucian as well. And somebody else. She done went on, nutball, done bought it. Hook, line, and sinker, bought it. Then she turned right back around and to show you just how ridiculous he is. He's pissed off. So he's all over the place. You know, his emotions be all over the place. He's sitting there. He's going back and forth where he calling her whores and bitches and telling her she ain't shit. And I'm telling Brad. She's like, go right ahead on. Like, you know, it is what it is. He ain't going to get mad at me because, you know, I've been abused. You know, I got raped and all of that. I was molested. I got excuses for all that. You know, told him, go ahead, psychoanalyze me. It is what it is. And all of that. Child, I said, Lord, this is a mess. He told her, you don't care about none of your friends. She said, I care about us getting some more tick up at me. What is you talking about? They went back and forth. Then she slid up on him. And right out of being mad, he went from that to he couldn't even move because he was so goddamn hard and stiff and uncomfortable. If you know what I mean. And next thing you know, here comes a truck. Like just going running them the fuck over. I said, what is this? A scene from Christine? Here is that goddamn Eddie. That nutball. He done zoomed up, broke them up. They're outside screaming. Them damn grown-ass kids came out again. Lord have mercy. They come out of there, and the little boy's like, what is going on out here? I said, Lord, here we go with these kids. These kids, I swear they've been here before. And they're going on, and Eddie's telling Randall, you get the fuck out, get out of here. This, that, thing, and the other. He's telling her, what are you doing? I'm going to tell Brad this, that, thing. Going on. Hattie, the kids broke it up. The little boy asked what was going on. The little girl said, why are you driving like that? What's your problem? And the little boy says, he lost control. No, mother said, Uncle Eddie lost control of his car. Go ahead back inside. He gonna say, yeah, take your little ass to the house. She said, whatever. And the little boy gonna say, you know what? I'm starting not to like him. And no, I'm sorry. The little girl said to the little boy, I'm starting not to like him. He said, I already beat you here. I don't like him. And the little girl gonna say, he was probably texting while driving. Then turned around and told Eddie, you stop texting while driving. It's dangerous. I said, Lord, the fucking kids. I said, oh my God. He said, if you don't get your little ass and go on in that house. I was like, don't talk to my kids like that. He said, oh, you fucking bitch. Then he got to telling her and threatening her about all the shit about Andrew and stealing the car and dragging him. Then told her that you ran Andrew over. You ran that cop over in the road. That's what happened to him. And you know anything could have drug him into the woods. Your ass is going to jail for murder. I said, oh, he's a mess. And she was kind of buying it, but not buying it at the same time. I said, this is just a mess. Too much of a mess. Now, I told y'all last week that I ain't fucking with this Kelly shit. This Kelly and Travis and Justice shit. But I'm going to have to backpedal on Pussy Pop real quick because I'm going to have to talk real quickly about just a few little things. And then you'll understand. You'll understand. Well, she got a phone call from Justice's dad. His name is Terrell. She got a phone call from him. So we're getting to, Tyler's bringing him into the fold. And he actually seems to be a very nice guy. So I think Tyler's going to make us like Terrell to make us really not care for Kelly, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what direction Tyler's going to play this. But he told her he loved her and he understands. I mean, he's the complete opposite of his mother. You know, Aunt Viv's a bitch. He's the complete opposite. Told her, you know, I know it's going to take time. Take your time, this, that, and the other. And then told her, I love you. Don't you remember all the good times we used to have? And Kelly got to sitting over there and got moist on the bottom, honey, and was giving, yeah, I saw this bitch. So that's that. So that was the part I had to talk about. But now, like I said, if ain't nobody dying, I ain't talking about that shit no more. Well, the whole episode, they still trying to locate Travis and all that. They done found it. They done traced the phone to a house. And at the end of the episode, they run to the house. And all we see is the cops running up in there like the SWAT team. And the house is dark, like ain't nobody in it. They run up in there like the SWAT team. And here, Kelly's trying to go in there telling her no. And her and Esperanza is struggling back and forth. I got to go in. I've got, you know, the bad acting, some more of that. And they had to even slow it down. So it's bad acting in slow motion. So she's, I got to go in there. I got to go in there. And here, honey, the cops start coming back out of there. And they coughing and carrying on like there was tear gas or something inside the house. Or a lot of gas or something. Well, no, I won't say it like gas because they didn't come out like that. They came out like there was tear gas in the house or pepper spray or something. In the house, they come running back out of there. Bullshit. But okay. You know, and I'm going to say this, and this is going to come across very mean. But I'll be okay if Justice is dead. We don't see the little boy all that much anyway. But that would just make it more interesting. And really think about it now before y'all start attacking me in the comments. Don't you think that Travis is actually crazy enough to kill Justice? He don't give a fuck about Justice. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody. He went over there and killed Ramsey. Literally just point blank stood flat-footed and stabbed that man to death in cold blood. And there was no background story at all. All he knew is he thought that the guy was interested in Kelly and he killed him. And did it to get back at Kelly. So why wouldn't he kill her son? You see how he bounces back and forth? One minute he's partly sane, the next minute he crazy as a motherfucking road lizard. So I would be good with that. I really would. If he done fuck Justice up, I'd be all right with that. But anyway, so let's move on. You know, never mind. I'm going to hold that because I hadn't already took y'all down a dark road. So I'm going to hold that piece. Let's move on. Talk about Brad and Marcy. So Brad and Marcy are basically opened up to each other. They're starting to get on my nerves too. They're opened up to each other. Oh, yeah, I love you. Yeah, I love you. This, that, the other. Oh, well, you know, I want to be close. So now Marcy wants Brad. Brad kind of wants Marcy, but then Marcy's playing this game. And now you're real jealous of Alex. And she said, I'll leave Alex alone, but you got to tell her to leave me alone. She can't be throwing subliminals at me because if she throws subliminals at me, baby, I'm going to let her ass have it. He's like, no problem. I'll take care of it. She got up there and sat in his lap, baby, got him all hot and bothered, honey. And then he rubs her stomach, and now all of a sudden he's asking her about her stomach. Has that much time actually passed by, people? That all of a sudden now her stomach feels like she might be pregnant? I ain't think it's been that long since he put the meat to her. But whatever. Push us along however you will. So that's that. He's like, he said, oh, I wouldn't mind having a baby with you, but not in this life. You know, so she got all that going on. I said, oh, they're getting on my nerves. So she ends up going off and leaving, telling him, I'll see you later, this, that, and the other. And she's basically letting him know, you know, it is what it is. The wall's down. Anytime you want to go ahead and fuck me, I'm ready. Basically is what she was saying. Cool. So, okay, let's talk about this other character. Pretty girl come in, Miss Haynes. She's the DNA collector, okay? So here she comes over there to see Randall. Randall immediately just start going for her. Oh, you're beautiful. this, that, and the other, and talking about her being his next wife, this, that, and the other. But she came in there basically, well, first she was flirting with him. She was out of order. She flirted with him, talking about his muscles and all this. I was like, this is bullshit. He went on, and she told him something about me and my wife. She let him know that she was a lesbian. Well, that wasn't no big deal, because, you know, a lot of men see that. Some of them like it, some of them see it as a challenge. He sees it as a challenge. He gonna say, you think you're gay, wait till I get done with you. You'll be my new baby's mama. You can't control the bitch you got next door. Now, really? Get on. Anyway, he found out from her indirectly that there was nobody else listed to be tested. And he's like, she supposedly had more partners. You need to check with your office, because you should have more people that you need to test. Lucian lives right down the street. So they done got Lucian all caught up in this shit. And Randall done already went there and told Alex, he said, you're worried about something. You don't got to worry about me, because Natalie's going to fuck you up. And you know what? I'm here for that. I subscribe to that magazine. Natalie, I don't think will take any time or thought about going over there and jumping on Alex and pulling her motherfucking hair out. And I'm here for the shit. So, moving on. Rick and Esperanza, you know, they still having that whole thing going on with him not, Rick doesn't, we found out in this episode, he don't believe Kelly. He's literally profiling Kelly. He don't believe Kelly. He thinks that Kelly has something to do with Ramsey's death. And I think, because we kept saying maybe Rick liked Kelly. No, Rick is profiling Kelly. Rick is about ready to throw Kelly to fucking jail. So, I don't know what's going to go on with that, but we will see. And we kept on trying to figure out about why she hadn't did her PFA. And that's when we found out that the lawyer is actually a member at Travis's father's church. So, Rick got that right before they went to the house and all of that. So maybe he'll back up off of Kelly. But yeah, through this episode, it was becoming very evident that Officer Rick, you know, he don't like Kelly. He think that bitch is part of the shit. So that's that. And that's where it ended out at. I guess I'll see y'all in another week. Lord, Tyler, Lord, what are you going to do here, honey? All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.